have a date and
I don't date black men that have been with light-skinned women or non-black women. And people used to think I was crazy or being too dramatic when I used to say that. But it is the biggest rule of thumb that I've ever went by. Because if you've ever been a man's first dark-skinned woman, you know that'll be the worst motherfucking time in your life. Once they've been with too many light-skinned women or non-black women, they don't know how to be with a dark-skinned woman. They don't know how to be with us. They don't know how to treat us, and they think that we are less than. And also, I agree with this comment saying that you can't even be friends with them. They don't even know how to treat us as friends. And I realized the friend thing when I would be with my non-black homegirl who dates black men and having to be around her men. It is fucking insufferable because they have to drop a comment or a hint or something to let you know that they do not like black women. The good thing though, when you date black men that don't date light-skinned women or date outside their race, you can actually see how many black men actually prefer dark-skinned women, because it's such a myth that we're so undesirable and that we're no one's first choice. When you find a black man that has never been with a light-skinned woman, all his exes are black, you will see just how much we are just as desired as anybody else, and how everyone does have preferences. And some people's preferences are dark-skinned women. But I truly think any dark-skinned woman getting with a man who has prior history of women that do not look like her, she is doing herself a disservice because he is going to treat you like shit.
Real quick, I keep seeing a conversation go around where the guys are not mad at the black girls because the black girls were saying in that I'm black and not afraid to admit a trend that as a black woman, I don't want to date a black man who's been with a white woman. So now the guys are starting to rebuttal, and they're saying that it's like hypocrisy for black women to be making posts like this, and they don't understand why black women get judged less harshly than a black man who decides to date a white woman. So I'm going to tell you why. When black women decide that they're going to date outside of their race, if they choose a white man, it's a very, very rare experience that you hear a black woman say, yeah, girl, I had to date me a white man because a black man ain't gonna do this, and a black man ain't gonna, on public platforms, a black man ain't gonna do this and that for me. But on public platforms, how often do we hear black men, some black men, not all, so don't hop up in my comments talking crazy because I'm gonna push your line back. Often we hear some black men, the first thing out of their mouth to justify them being with little Sarah Ashley is that, oh, black women got attitudes. I don't like the way a black woman carry herself. I don't like this, I don't like that. As if one black woman speaks for all black women. A lot of times we witness y'all in comments up under posts and all of that stuff. And even I've seen comments on here this morning through by this trend where y'all are in those comments downing us in order to support you dating Ella Kate, when all you had to do was just love little Ella Kate. You didn't have to put a black woman down in order to do so. Because I'm going to tell you something. Most black women don't care about who y'all date. We only start caring when we start hearing you say that the reason why I'm dating her has nothing to do with her personality traits, or has nothing to do with the fact that she's beautiful, or has nothing to do with the fact that she comes from a great family, but has everything to do with the fact that you hate a black woman. That's when we start to care, because we have to start defending ourselves then. To the white women, there's no way I would be flattered by a black man who's saying that he's only with you basically because he hates the sight of a black woman. Because it's basically what he's saying. When he can't say that, oh, I'm with you because I love you, because you are the stars and my moon in the skies, you brighten up my world and this, that, and another. But instead of saying that, he says, oh, black women got attitudes and black women this, that, and another. That man is letting you know in a roundabout way that, honey, I am only with you because I can't deal with a black woman. He don't like you either. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. And whoever created work, your mom's a whole... Have a happy Monday.
First of all, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? I literally heard this black woman say she do not trust black men who like white women. It is evident that you lost your black man to a white woman. How did that happen? You were probably mad disrespectful in some way, shape, or form. And he walked away and found him a white woman, a snow bunny, if you will, that treated him like a real man. And all of a sudden, you don't trust black men who like white women. First of all, you probably don't have a man of any color, any shade, any race, any religion, which is fucking crazy. And when you had a black man, you probably treated him like dog shit. You probably treated him like dog shit in real time, right now, as we speak on this day. But for you to say you don't trust black men who like white women is absolutely insane. Maybe you spent more time respecting, treating black men, your black men, or the ones you have at that moment, better. You would have to worry about them running off and landing in the laps of a white woman. They probably stopped playing in snow. Said it with her whole chest. I don't like black men who trust, I don't trust black men who like white women. Why? Didn't bother you? On top of all that, now that he has this white woman that probably treat him like a fucking king or a god, you think he'd give a shit if you like him or not? He probably don't. Probably never gonna look back. And that's your fault. Loser.
Make it make sense, baby. I'm not understanding this. This wild.
I actually wouldn't talk to a nigga who got like a white body count. Like, if
what if he just got one?
That's strict.
Y'all can date who y'all want to date, who cares? But I definitely felt like that was a main priority of mine to know before I got married was, what does your dating history look like? If you dated white women or non-black women, I definitely just scratched you off. The cognitive dissonance it takes to date outside of your race, knowing that they completely hated your people, knowing the history, to be with them. I know that they're making sly comments. I know they're calling you a nigga. Like, I know. I grew up around a very mixed group of people and grew up around non-black people that definitely were so disrespectful, and black men who did not care. And I typically found that to be a pattern that black men, when they date outside their race, they let a lot of stuff slide as far as racism, as far as microaggression, hate towards black women, as long as it's not towards black men. There's a certain level of self-hate to see beauty in non-black women consistently, but never really seeing it in your own people. And men are very visual. Men are very simple. So if your dating history is very little amounts of black women, like 1 or 2, and the rest of them are not black, then that just tells me all I need to know about you. I don't trust you to be a leader. I don't trust you as a man. Like, it's just a no. I'm sorry. And people are in the comments, white people are in the comments like, oh, that's so racist. No, it's not the same. It can't be reversed. When y'all say y'all don't want people to date outside of their race over there, it's because y'all straight up hate people. When we say we want to date inside of our race and we want our men to date inside of our race, it's because your people are so hateful and have ate us, killed us, did many things to us, raped us, oppressed us. Why would I want to be subjected to that? Especially in a relationship. And why would I want to be with someone who would be willing to subject themselves to that? That's it. Love y'all.
So I'm just getting home from a happy hour in the West Loop, and every single black man we saw tonight, we saw like 10 plus men. Every single last one of them was with a non-black woman, like every single one. And I wasn't gonna bring it up until we got to the second bar, and my friend who I'm with, black man from Atlanta, he was like, what is going on? Like, where are we? And I was like, we're in the West Loop. We're in Chicago. And I'm not even gonna hold you. It's been a bit jarring seeing this, especially after I have been traveling as extensively as I have, like been living in Hawaii for half the year, traveled throughout Africa, have lived throughout Latin America. And you see like black women being like celebrated and with other black men, whatever, in other countries. But it always blows my mind, like coming back to Chicago and not seeing that like often. And obviously I know this is not all black men in Chicago, especially because I don't live here anymore. I'm staying with family out on the south side because I'm traveling like 90% of the year, so I didn't sign a lease. So down here, like I see black men and black women couplings. I get black men who approach me here, but I used to live in Gold Coast and River North for like my 4+ years in Chicago. Never really saw that up north. And it was a bit shocking to like be back in that environment and just seeing the complete opposite at such a high scale too. Like it was really weird to go out and the only couplings I saw with black people were black men with white women. All the black women were literally out with the girls by themselves and baddies, like straight tens. And I was just like, I feel like I'm back in Oklahoma. But I don't know, tonight it just felt really weird. Like I've grown up in environments, like Oklahoma is very much weird down there. Like the black men down there, most of them are not checking for black women. But to be in Chicago, I thought it would be different. And when I first moved here, like you would see it, but not as often. But like who you like, whatever, I'm not trying to cause that discourse, but tonight the vibes are just kind of weird too. Like there was a couple that was seated at our little cocktail table because there was no seating. And even the guy, he just was like looking at me all crazy. And I was like, I don't care. Like, please stop looking at me. Like, I love that you don't like black women. I love that for you. But it's like the stares you get as well. Like, I don't know. Again, I know it's not all Chicago. And I also know the discourse you see online is not a reflection of all real life. But it is always so bizarre to like walk into spaces and you just see that. Like, every single black man we saw tonight. Like, I was just like, where are...
Yeah, you are unfortunately right. And I'm learning that I need to vet these men's track records out a bit more before I thirst. Because let me tell you something, you never want to be a man's first black woman or their exception. And let me tell you a little story. So this is way back when, like years ago. There was this guy that was really cute, a black man. He got my attention, I got his. We ended up exchanging numbers. He was like kind of from around the way, but not really. So I kind of knew about him, but not really. Anyways, we went on a couple dates. It was basically revealed that his ex was a white woman and he pretty much exclusively dated white women. And at one point we were chilling and he said something like, I don't usually date black women, but I really like you. Now, the me now would have ran. The me back then, I didn't really know better that was a sign to no longer engage. So fast forward, I continued to date him. One night we're at a pool party. He had forgot something at home, so we ended up driving back to his home. I wait in his car while he's getting something from his house. Next thing I know, there's a knock, knock, knock on my window on the passenger side of his car. So he's inside the house. I'm in the car. I look to see who it is, and it's this white woman outside the window. So she starts talking to me crazy. Mind you, I have no idea who this person is. So she starts yelling about that she's still seeing him and all this stuff. Turns out it was his ex. But what really got me, she leans in and says, and you know what? He doesn't even like black women. You should hear the things he says about y'all. And you know what? I have no doubt that she was right. Because if I'm the only black woman that you've dated and you told me that yourself, yeah, she was right. Never be a man's first black woman and never be their exception.
I used to date nothing but white girls in high school because I remember being told I was black and ugly by black girls. So then when I dated the white girls, you know what they told me? I was a sellout for dating the white girls. But hold on, the white girl told me my skin color was pretty, it looked like chocolate to her. To you, it was ugly and it looked dirty. And you black like me. Then I got to college. I said, okay, I found black women attractive. There was a whole lot of them downtown Atlanta. So I remember walking up to this black girl who was walking at little 5 Points. I walked behind her and I said, excuse me, miss, because I thought I could talk to black girls the way I talk to white girls. Be really nice and friendly and cordial to them. I said, excuse me, miss. She didn't say anything. I thought, she must couldn't hear me. I said, excuse me, miss. She stopped, turned around and did me like this. I know you didn't, and walked off.
I know for a fact I'm gonna marry a black woman, but some white women are f***ing fine. They got naturally some of them have those hips. Actually, they look beautiful. What's the issue with black men such as myself? If I know that I'm gonna end up with a black woman and have black kids, what's the issue with dating Sarah or Jennifer? Just for a little bit.
When the vegetarian goes into the supermarket, you don't think they mouth waters at them ribs? That chicken, them shrimp, them deviled eggs, that mac and cheese, the greens with the turkey juice. They want some. But why don't they? Because it's not in the best interest of my health. So even if you recognize a white woman may be attractive, it's not within the best interest of the long-term health of the black community for you to marry her, date her, cohabitate. Because even if you date her, what are you sending? What is the message you're sending to all the beautiful young African girls, queens, and princesses in the community? I'm not good enough. You see that? So even in the dating, you're projecting negative energy to the women in your community. Now you say, oh, I just want to have sex with her, have some fun. Well, you better be careful with that, because one phone call and you'll be the next Jonathan Majors.
I'm not against our men dating outside of the race. What I'm against is when you down us to uplift somebody else. Okay. And that's why I was telling those jokes where you get the worst that you can find. But I can't be what I am. I'm too talkative. I'm too ambitious. I'm too strong. I gained 5 pounds. You don't fuck with me, but you get with Becky. That's two sizes of me. And you said, remember, what's the show where is it Maury? Yeah. Maury Povich. Yeah. Oh, listen to me. It's always a brother on there. Well, what if these are not your children? I'm a love like that. I'm a love baby.
I've been in these kids' life.
Oh
I'm the
my
only
God.
dad they
They
know.
look just like me. Look, they got my eyes, they got my nose, and this girl is the worst of the worst of the worst. If you gonna get one of them, get Taylor Swift. Don't get the worst one. I'm not against you white girls pulling our men, but some of these girls, I just want to look at a brother and go, I see it.
I see why you
I
got
see
her.
why. That's right. That's that. Absolutely right. Get her together. Put this on a treadmill. Do something. Get her to eat some vegetables. Or don't get the worst of the worst and then throw it in my face. That's what I don't like. And I don't think most black women like that either. But my thing is, I think we should let our men date whoever they want to date. If that's what you like,
Yeah.
you go.
I like who like me.
That's me. That's how I feel. When I was dating white men, do you think I sought them out? No. White men want to date the darkest of us because they feel like that's the uncut, that's the bomb,
Yeah.
right? I'm not saying that that's what I want to love. I mean, in dating them, it was a feeling that I had, but I wanted to be with who wanted to be with me.
Yeah. I mean, what's wrong with that?
I would say there is something wrong when it only goes to the bedroom. Why do you only like me sexually? If you might like me intellectually and sexually, and I've been in situations where white men, well, I'm taking you to the country club and you're going to go to the country club. I don't want to go to the country club with you. Why? If you taking me to the country club just to show how liberal or progressive you are, that was an uncomfortable feeling for me.
Okay.
So if you were a Latin man who was in love with me, I've had a lot of crushes in my life: Latin men, white men, Asian men, all kind of men, black men. But that's what I love. That's what I think understands me, understands when things don't go well. But I've sampled everything God had made on the buffet of love.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Diamond from Voices Gathering Live podcast. Please receive this question, this thought with an open mind, and let's have a dialogue. So, what are your thoughts about, and anyone can chime in on this topic, but what are your thoughts about black men who was raised around black people, lived in a black home, attended predominantly a black school, becomes successful at some point in their life. And prior to that success, we always saw them associated with, conducting themselves with, having a curiosity or a connection with black women. But when they become green, in the context of making money, their interest in women turns more to the Anglo-Saxon kind, or Asian, or other. What are your thoughts about that? Like, I have my thoughts, and some people may receive this question as it being racist, but if we're not willing to have unapologetic, honest conversations where we can learn from one another and agree to disagree healthy, then we're not going to gain knowledge and respect for people who are different or choose different. So tell me what your thoughts are. What is it about these men who are black, dated black, become wealthy, rich, more resources, date other? Can't wait to hear what you think. Peace.
Want them. Pretty white girls who actually have things going for them are going to pick white men of the same standard as them or above. The only reason a white woman would pick them is one of two reasons, okay? One, money. Two, to level up their status. We see this happen multiple times.
Jamie Foxx was dating Katie Holmes for like 6 years and nobody knew about it. Nicole Kidman was dating Lenny Kravitz, the Lenny motherfucking Kravitz, for like an unforeseen time in the early 2000s. And my point here is that white women are not risking it all for black men. Like, not well-to-do, attractive, high-profile, educated white women. Like, be so for real. Does it happen? Yes. Is it typical? Is it the norm? Absolutely not. Which is why black women gonna catch smoke when they see us out with a fine white man and they can tell we're being taken care of well.
So there's a post by a woman that said that, she's much more happier because she stopped dating black men. What's the problem? Men get on here, you know, all the time and say, you know, that other women are better than our own. So what are we complaining about? And now you making all these freaking stitches and duets. Oh man, look at, nah, bro. Men started this stuff. Black women are more race loyal anyway. They're least likely to date out than black men anyway. Go look at Pew Research studies. I'm not making this stuff up. Black men are twice more likely to date out than black women. Black women always want a black man. Black men are the ones who don't cherish their own freaking community because they're the ones who date out more. If y'all really care about black love so bad, start doing your goddamn women right. Treat them right. Marry them. Marry that freaking 34%. What is it? 34% of black. Does that sound like a group of men who value marriage? So now y'all mad at this woman for saying that she look more happier being with some other type of man? I don't feel good about the post, but hey, a lot of you dudes are not good. A lot of you dudes have messed up multiple relationships, and y'all have effed over a whole bunch of women out here. Y'all always want to say, well, women do the same thing. They don't never do it to the same scale. Most divorces are men's fault. Point blank, period. So I ain't even mad at the woman for saying that. If some other group of men go do treat black women better, then I think black women should go where they are loved and where they are happy. I'm not against that. Y'all want me to get mad? Y'all get on here and flex passports and say that these other women this and other women that. And you even get up here on here, I ain't messing with black women no more because they wear lashes, weave, and bonnets and all that stuff. Well, some other race of man is appreciating the black woman, and I believe black women should be appreciated. So y'all can quit running y'all mouth about this. Stop tagging me in it. You know what I'm saying? What you think about this, Shannon? You get blocked. That's what I think about it. You get blocked because black women deserve love. And if it ain't coming from inside the house, then they should go outside the house and find it.
I am not one of those black women who have a problem with black men dating outside of their race. I truly do not give a fuck. Like I said, it's more of a men problem in the world. It's not necessarily a race problem.
Hey, you ate that.
So why would I be outraged by the fact that you don't want to date me? I'm not your type, and I would prefer you to date what you like than to settle with me.
I have a problem with it is when like you date outside your race and you feel the need to bash your race. And I think it's more important that we bring back real love and value in relationships versus caring about people's skin color.
He might can love you better.
I'm gonna love you better. This is hard to say.
I want to make sure I go about this in the right way.
Because lately I've been busy a lot and I know you don't feel appreciated.
And whatnot. Oh, I can't believe we never sung that for karaoke.
I think we probably have. My mind's been on YouTube for 10 years, bitch. Old ass show.
There are 5 reasons why I don't date black men as a black woman. Number 1 being
So I don't date American black men. I have never dated an American black man, and my reasons are quite simple. So a few days ago, I made a video about coffee dates, and I basically talked about how I would never accept a coffee date as a first date. I think it's low effort, and it's just not my thing. Surprisingly enough, and I was genuinely surprised, 98% of the commenters and the people that were upset were American black men. So shocked because I didn't think that video would land on their For You page, but it did, and hundreds of them, were crying on my shoulder over the fact that I would not drink bean juice on a first date with a man or with anyone. They were in my comments calling me all types of names, saying that I'm a gold digger and saying that I'm this and that, and then unprovoked, they started attacking me for my looks. By the way, I was so nice in that video. I did not insult anyone in that video, but they were insulting me. They were coming at me for my skin color, saying that I'm too dark and that I shouldn't have any standards. They were coming at me for my Afrocentric features. They were coming at me because I have an Afrocentric hairstyle in. Black American men honestly have this habit of attacking black women for the way that they look, especially if you are a darker skinned woman or you have more Afrocentric features. They will attack you. So the fact that they came at me for my looks unprovoked is not surprising to me at all. So reading the comments and watching the stitches, it brought up a discussion between me and my parents about why I don't date American black men. American black men generally do not value courtship, traditionalism, or even marriage. And I'm not saying that all American black men are like this, but a large majority are. They will berate you, break you down, and take advantage of you. I don't know why, but the sight of seeing a black woman, a dark-skinned black woman, having standards really does bother them. Maybe it's because in their mind, nobody ever talks about this, but they believe black women, dark-skinned black women, deserve crumbs. Colorism is real, and they think that we deserve crumbs and that we shouldn't have any standards. I mean, I was getting so many messages and comments saying, "You're dark-skinned, why do you have all these standards?" The only reason why that video got them really upset was because it basically told them to do better. And they do not take well at all to being told to do better, as you can clearly see, and it's because they are not required to. They are used to giving women nothing, giving women crumbs, but then receiving the world back. So when they were watching my video, they were so upset. They were like, "Oh, no. You want me to take you on a proper date? A proper date when all I'm used to is inviting women back to my house, or inviting women on a nature walk as a first date, or inviting women to my car to link and smoke? You want me to actually put in effort? No, I'm not used to that at all." They're literally in my comments saying, "What makes you think you deserve a meal? You need to prove yourself." And when American black men say that you need to prove yourself, that just basically means you need to go through hell and back with him. They don't want to put in the effort because they're lazy, they are entitled, and they are cheap. And don't get me wrong, it's not all American black men that are like this. It's just the large majority. And that is a problem because the majority of black American women prefer black American men, but there are not enough good black American men to go around.
How the hell the prosecutor gonna spell prosecution wrong? What are you talking about?
All the black men who date women outside of their race, white women, Latino women, Asian women, Hispanic women, Indian women, all of the women's. Okay? I'm telling you something, and I hope I speak on behalf of all black women when I say this, okay? This might be the nicest thing a black woman has ever said to you, so I want you to listen up. Open your ears, okay, brother? Do you hear me, Jamal? Marcus, are you listening? Terrence, I need you to the front. Somebody go get Kevin. Please go get him. All right? You're free to go. You're free. You're released from the shackles of the melanin.
You know, I hate to say this because she is such a beautiful young woman, but sweetheart, nobody cares. Why are you acting like black men need your permission in order to date somebody else? By the way, all black men who have dated Caucasian, Mexican, Indian, even Turkish women, they have never looked back. And you want to know something else? All these women who have once went black, they never went back. So either way, it's a win-win situation for them. And for you, unfortunately, nobody cares. Sorry.
Me, if I see a black woman with a white man, I'm not going to think, "Oh, all black men, oh, you don't see a traitor or this and that, and oh, you just love of white men." I'm just going to think she's happy with him. I wish you nothing but success.
That's it.
I don't know why I don't find it a problem in my mind.
That's it.
I don't find it a problem. I don't be going around like white men are stealing all the black. I don't care, bro.
I just don't care.
I don't care. It's not really my business, if I'm honest.
You never see a black man bash, complain, or cry about a black woman that's dating a white man. When we see a black woman that's dating a white man, we mind our business. We mind our business because we don't give too much of a fuck on the reason why she's dating that white man or she chose that white man. Just because you see a black man dating a white woman doesn't mean that that black man don't like black women. All you gotta do is mind your business and stop assuming shit. You gonna be straight. Stop thinking every time you see an interracial couple, preferably a black man and a white woman, that he don't like black women. He probably just like the white bitch. Bruh, it costs $0 and 0 cents to mind your business. Just mind your business. And I'm not even speaking to all black women. It's those specific black women that take it so personally when they see an interracial couple. And it don't have nothing to do with you. Their relationships have nothing to do with you. You just taking it personally because you see it. And then you be like, well, most black, you don't even know the most black men, bro. Just mind your business, bro. Just mind your business. You'll be all right. I'm not sitting here saying that it ain't black men out there that bash black women. I'm not saying that. But at the end of the day, stop thinking just because you see a black man dating a different ways, that mean that he don't like black women. Stop. Stop. Bro, I ain't date my first black girl till I was 16, bro. Like, and I love chocolate. People know I love chocolate women. The chocolate women that I was attracted to wasn't attracted to me at the time. It's that simple, bro. It's that all my life I've been looking for a chocolate women. They weren't attracted to me. The fuck? That don't mean that I hate black women. I love black women, even if some of them hate me. All you gotta do is just mind your business. Live your life. I'm telling you, boy, you're gonna be so happy if you start worrying about the world and start worrying about yourself.
What I really want black women to understand is that we are to be accepting of our positioning as the least desirable in society. We should get the memo that nobody really wants a black woman. Thus, if anybody was to find themselves willing to take up with us, we should be happy, we should be grateful, and we should shut up about it. And if you are a black woman that dares to push back.
First of all, let's be clear. It's not that black women are undesirable. The personality of a lot of black modern women is undesirable. The stigma of you feel like you don't need a man, can't nobody tell you nothing. The mindset of a lot of black women is undesirable. And instead of dealing with the root of the issues, sometimes we want to just play like, oh my goodness, nobody want black women. Where you getting that from? The truth is, a lot of black women are a product of a generation of other black women screaming to the top of their lungs, I don't need a man. And when you carry that same type of ideology, you carry that into your mindset and in the way that you show up in relationships, then it's not that black women are undesirable. You may be undesirable. Your personality may be undesirable. The idea that you want to emasculate black men, that is what's undesirable. So let's not confuse the two.
Black women, don't nobody want y'all for real. That's exactly why men keep cheating on y'all and treating y'all like shit. In all honesty, I think all men should just stick to dating white women and Hispanic women. Pretty much any woman that isn't y'all, they should be dating them. But y'all deserve y'all happily ever afters too. So in order to guarantee that y'all get y'all happily ever afters, I'll just marry all y'all, real shit. Like, ain't no sweat off my back shit. I'm already dressed for the occasion. I got the vows ready and everything. All I need to know is who first.
The black women in his life were the noise. Those were your words, your exact words, what you said. From your mouth, he never said all black women. Back before I met my wife, I only dated black women. Dark skin, light skin, caramel mocha, high yellow, whatever you want to call it. I only dated black women. It wasn't until I got to college that I dated outside of the race. That's a proximity issue though. My wife is Hispanic. But just like you stated in that video, how he said that his family is that noise, it's loud, they've done him harm. It's a headache when he has to deal with the women in his family. The woman that he chose, whether she was white, brown, black, whatever skin color, was his piece. Before we continue, there are definitely men out there that only date white women to spite black women. Those dudes are weirdos. But I'm giving you guys my perspective. My wife, that's my piece. That's just like you said in your video, when you put your headphones on in a noisy room and everything just goes quiet and all you hear is that calming music. That's my wife. I grew up in a family where family attacks family over small arguments. Police get called at every single argument. The women in my family have done me more harm than any man on this earth ever has. But when I go to her family events, it's no one's leaving in an ambulance. No one's leaving in handcuffs. People aren't screaming. They hate each other, trying to kill each other. This has nothing to do with race. This is all about a damaged man trying to find peace. I know I'm a damaged man and I found my peace in my wife. Whether she was black, Hispanic, white, whatever, that woman is my peace.
My bad, my video cut off. But, he said black women, they are the noise. They are the chaos that was in his life. And now he has put on the headphones and received that peace from his white fiance and her family, with all due respect. But my question is, Why the hell are we always so targeted? We as black women are consistently here to protect everybody, but there's not a damn person out here protecting us. And the first person that will attack us is our men. I don't care what you say. Our men. This young man was not attacking us, but for him to compile and say that all black women are noise and every other race is their piece is heart-wrenching.
I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say. Guess what? When it comes to interracial dating, this is my opinion. Be with who makes you happy. If being with a white woman is going to make you happy as a black man, well, guess what, my brother? Go be with that white woman. You see what I mean? That's not saying you weak. That's not saying you less of a man. That's not demaculating you. That's not doing none of those things. It's like this right here. If that white woman going to bring you love, peace, happiness, she going to support you. If she going to put you in an environment where you can thrive and be the man you need to be, go be with her. Because I'm going to tell y'all the truth. All this black on black shit, it is bullshit. Don't nobody tell on a black man the way a black woman does. And that's the truth. Like, yeah, we get hit from everybody in the world as a black man. Everybody really hate us. But I'm going to tell you something. That shit hit different when it comes from a black woman. See, black women want black men to uplift them, but they got every reason and every fault to find to tell black men down. If a white woman going to bring you happiness, my brother, go be with her. I see no color or race. We all are one and we all equal. That's how.
Y'all, I got a story, and this just happened to me like a half hour ago. So I took my kid to a tennis lessons, like a tennis camp over the break. And I actually see another black person at the tennis establishment. I don't think I've ever seen another black person there. There's always tons of Asian people, tons of South Asian people, never any black people. So this guy was dressed nicely, and I introduced the conversation. Y'all know I like to introduce. I talk to every black person I see. Because he's watching his daughter, and he's like, and I go, sometimes it's hard to watch. Sometimes I sit here and I got to look somewhere else because I can't watch her actually like swing because she's like she's Stevie Wonder out there. So he turned and he started laughing. Good looking guy. Looked like he was tall, good looking. So I have been down this road before where I randomly talk to good-looking black men and they're not nice to me. For those of you that follow my siren stories, I have so many of those stories where, because I will talk to anybody, and then when I start talking to good-looking black men, they're like, ew, and then they're rude. He turns and he kind of like is not really turning, but kind of like, he goes, oh yeah, I do feel that way sometime. And I said, because I thought, this is going to solidify that he will talk to me. I go, sometimes I got to send my husband in my place because I cannot be here to watch. Like when there's certain sports that she's doing, I can't be here because I'm so competitive. I'll send my husband. He turns his whole body in because now he knows I don't want him. Just so you guys know, his daughter was biracial. I actually was looking like for a black kid, on the court. And then I realized, I was like, oh, okay, that must be his daughter, which was another biracial kid. So that's why I thought he may not be that nice to me. That's why I led with my husband. I send him here, He turned around. We had the nicest conversation. It was so refreshing to talk to somebody that he was a college athlete. He went to Notre Dame. Like, I was like, we had so much in common, and it was a great conversation. We talked the entire hour. And I'm like, why can't this be this way with every situation? Like with every sort of suburban black person I run into, just, talk and have a good time. Because y'all know I can talk to anybody. If I sit and I start talking and I open conversation, every time I've sat at that tennis place, if I care to open conversation with somebody, we talk the entire time. Most of the time, I don't care. But when I saw him there, I'm like, we're the only ones here. Let's talk, bro. And like you said, he was good looking. He was tall. He had a pea coat on. Younger guy. So I think he said he was like in his 30s or something. And he said he had this kid and then two other kids, not married to either of the moms. And we had a lot in common we were college athletes. We were talking about nil money. It was awesome. And I was like, Would this conversation still have gotten off the same way had I not said quickly, I'm married? Or, because he looked out there and he noticed that there was another kid that looked similar to his kid. So he probably noticed that he was like, okay, well, she's probably with a man that's not a black guy. I'm rambling on, but I'm just saying, because if, like, for all you old heads, all you Siren Story old heads, you know my stories talking to random, either celebrity black men, random, really good looking black men, they always end terribly. Like, they just don't want to be friendly to me. And I don't know why, because I'm the same friendly to everybody. But let me end this with, it was a great conversation, and I'm going to see him tomorrow because it's a camp. So it's like every day. And when I said, hey man, it was great to meet you, he goes, yeah, see you tomorrow. And I was like, all right, that's how it should be.